Hi friends, once again welcome back to Roji's Share Tips. In today's video, we are going to do the share analysis of Laurus Lab. If you look at the business model, you can see it is pharma and there is a subsector which is formulation. Has very good growth potential considering the demand of pharmaceutical industry. Market cap is 34,042 crores, which is a large cap stock. And also you can see that this is the largest pharma company in the formulation subsector. And in the pharma sector, if you go to the bulk drug and formin sections, you can see Sun Pharma is the market leader, and only in this formulation sector this Laurus Lab is leading. The current market price is a 645, which is 10% discounted price from its all-time high of 723, which happened in 2021 August, that is 2 months before. Book value is 48.3, which is only 7.5% of share price, shows that the company is slightly overvalued. The face value is 2 rupees, which means a stock split is possible in 2 years. Dividend yield is 0.32%, shows that 32 rupees returns per year for every 10,000 rupees invested. Now, if you look at the bonus history, you can see the company hasn't issued any bonuses yet, which means that the dividend yield as well as bonus both are very low or almost nil. So, investing in this company for bonus and dividend is not a good idea. Now, when you look at the returns profile, 12-month returns at 97%, which is very good, 5-year returns 572, and the maximum returns is also for 5 years, which is 572. Inventory turnover is 1.87, which is very low. Pledge percentage is 0, which means the company hasn't pledged any of its shares. Earnings per share is 18.3, which is moderate. It comes around 2.8% of the stock price. ROE 45.2, ROCE 39.6 and ROA 20.7 shows that the returns profile is outstanding. This shows that the company is doing very well because ROE, ROC and ROA looks outstanding. Debt to equity is 0.57, which is okay, just okay. Not very good, not very bad, but just okay. Debt to profit is 1.51, which is very much under control. Promoter holding is 27.3, which is actually low, but it is okay. In my opinion, at least the promoter should hold 25% of stake and public should not hold more than 50%. That is what my consideration is. For DII, they have 4.81% and FII has 22.82, has a decent amount, means the company is still attractive for investors. The stock P is 32.3, shows that it is not highly overvalued considering the industry average of 25.1. The company is making consistent and growing profit in last 7 years, shows that your money is safe in this company. The reserves for this company has reached 2,845 crores, which has increased from 1,658 in the previous year. The cash flow is found to be positive and they are keeping more money for investments, that is research and development and new acquisitions. The CEO for the organization is Dr. Satyanarayanan Chava, and we don't know about his age. He is also the founder of this company. He got an MBA from IIM, Honorary Doctorate of Science from Gandhi Institute of Science, PG Diploma in Quality Management. He also has Masters and PhD in Chemistry from Andhra University. He also has 25 plus year experience in the industry. Now we can see the chairman is Dr. M. Venugopala Rao, age 81. He got BSc in Chemical Engineering from Andhra University, Master degree in Pulp and Paper Technology. He is also the founder, chairman and MD of Veera Laboratories, which means the company is managed by, handled by highly experienced and qualified personnel. We can see the global presence in 5 countries including US, UK, India, etc. We can see the company has 5 subsidiaries, which includes Laurus Generics, and information is available in the annual report PDF page 58. And company's growth 15 years overview is available in the annual report PDF page 11. Organization headquartered in Hyderabad. Remuneration paid to the directors, which is 8 members, is 26 crores, which means only 2.7%. The remuneration paid to the directors, which is 8 members, is 26 crores, which means only 2.7% of the profit is taken as director salary and available in the annual report PDF page 78 to 79. So we will check these things in the report. So here in the page 78-79, you can see the salaries given to the directors. Now the 15 years growth cycle is available in page 11, and you can see they started in 2016 with a team of 883 employees and 1 manufacturing unit, and it has grown to 8 manufacturing units and a team strength of 4,808 employees by 2021. And in page 58 you can see the subsidiaries of this company. There are 8 subsidiaries and it is available in India, United Kingdom, South Africa, Germany, USA, 5 countries. And you must also note that the company is founded in 2006, which means just 15 years. And Q1 2021 net profit, which was increased by 40% from 158 crores to 222 crores. That is year on year. Now when you look at the quarter to quarter, net profit fell by 24% from 292 crores to 222 crores. That is from Q4 2022 Q1 2021. This year dividend of 0.4 rupees has been issued on February 2021. That is first dividend. Second dividend of 0.8 rupees is issued on May 2021. We are expecting one more dividend this year, but the dividend is going to be a very small amount, so nothing significant about that. Going to the technical part, you can see this 200 exponential moving average line is standing clearly below the price line, so the chart looks bullish. If you look at the 48 and 13 exponential moving average, you can see there is a negative bearish crossover, but still it has neutralized. It's not going down, it has become flat. So the 48 and 13 is slightly bearish, but it is almost neutral. And now if you look at MACD, you can see a negative valuation shows it is a bearish sign, but it is also showing an upward trend, so it is neutral actually. MACD is neutral, it's not giving any direction. Now if you look at stochastics, you can see the share has already reached overbought zone, is showing 70 value and it is pointing down slightly, so we cannot take any signal from that. Now if you look at RSI, RSI is perfectly neutral. So what I understand from the chart is price can consolidate at this point for some time. Maybe it will go for a correction as well, but after some time it will definitely go up. So this is only for long term perspective. If you are investing in Laurus Lab, it should be only in long term perspective. It should not be in short term perspective. The same thing is mentioned here as well. The 200 exponential moving average is bullish. 13 and 48 EMA is looking slightly bearish. Current price is somewhat okay for long term purchase. That is only for long term purchase. MACD is just negative but slightly bullish. Stochastics is slightly bearish and near the overbought zone. RSI index is perfectly neutral, not giving any signal. The price is expected to go up slowly only, followed buy on dip strategy. Support can be found at 630, 590 and 550 levels. Any price around or below 630 will be a fair entry point. The opportunity is only for long term investment. The share may go for a correction within next 18 months. That's what I see. Hence, don't buy in large quantities. Buy more only when it dips reasonably well. Between 600 and 630 will be a much better entry. Minimum and maximum long-term portfolio allocation is 2% and 4% respectively. Buy 3 to 7 quantity for a portfolio size of 1 lakh. Immediate target and medium-term target is not applicable, but long-term target is 1000. Hence, the company is fundamentally strong and market leader. Investing is a good decision, but wait for a better entry. If you like our video, please subscribe and like our channel. Thank you for watching.